First of all, ladies and gentlemen, it's great to see you once again. I'm sorry I took a little bit of a break. I don't take too many breaks, but thank you for bearing with me. But most importantly, wherever you are and watching this on live streaming, on television, thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. Ladies and gentlemen, I have so much to talk about today. I was watching the news and there were so many events that happened in the days that I was away. First of all, let me begin by saying that I'm so happy that that fellow Sonam Wangchuk is where he deserves to be. He's a man who can never be trusted. He's working for people who are inimical to India's interests, and he deserves to be in jail. In fact, he should have been put in jail for a long time, because what he's tried to do is spark violence against the nation. Sonam Wangchuk can never be forgiven. And those people out there who have been trying to support him must realize that they too should be under watch. They will be under watch. What I'm very excited about, what I wanted to talk to you about today, is Project PoK. Now, this is not Bharat's project, that we are trying to break away PoK from Pakistan. It is the people of PoK who have decided, and this is going exactly on the lines that our Defense Minister Rajnath Singh predicted, and repeat the word, predicted a few days back. He said as recently as on the 22nd of September, he said that PoK will itself say, "Main bhi Bharat hoon." He said it in as many words. And before I play that soundbite, let me share with you, viewers, that it is my unyielding and complete conviction that soon, very soon, PoK will be ours, not because we are trying to snatch it away from Pakistan. First of all, it's not Pakistan's, so there's no question of snatching it away. It is because the people of PoK want to come back to Mother India, and they want to be part of Bharat and not that oppressive rule of Pakistan, where they take all the power from them, all the electricity, and don't give them one megawatt of power back, where they try to change the demography of PoK, where they try to make the people of PoK have a miserable life, where areas which were once Shia majority, ladies and gentlemen, are flooded with Sunni settlers, where they are trying to change the demography, where their people of PoK have no hospitals. It is because of all of this, that today a very important PoK leader, Shaukat Nawaz Mir, I'll play his soundbite first. He says that this government in Islamabad is trying to finish the lives of people in PoK. There is pain and anger in his voice, but I would say more anger than pain, ladies and gentlemen. Just listen to this.
ये डायन बन चुकी है, डायन अपने बच्चों को खाती है। ये रियासत जो है इस वक्त अपने बच्चों को, अवाम को मारने पे तुली हुई है, लिहाजा ये मारेगी भी और उसकी आवाज कहीं बाहर न जाए, इसलिए उन्हें मीडिया भी बंद कर।
अगला प्लान क्या है? अगला प्लान
ये इंडिया को कहते हैं ना जालिम जाबर है। तुम मुसलमान होते हुए इस जिसको तुम 100 कार्ड आजाद कश्मीर कहते हो, ये आजाद नहीं है। ये तुमने इसको पाबंद करके रखा हुआ है, लोगों की तमाम आवाजों को बंद करके रखा है, और तुम ढोंग रचा रहे हो जनाब। ये खित्ता हमने आजाद करके रखा है। आज तुमने ये साबित कर दिया है इंडिया और पाकिस्तान के इस रवैये से, जो आज तुमने आजाद कश्मीर के अंदर इतने दिनों से रचा के रखा है, वो तो काफिर है, वो जुल्म करेगा। तुम बताओ, मीडिया बंद करके, फोर्सेस ला के, बंदूकों डायरेक्ट गोलियां मार के तुम किस जगह पे खड़े हो?
So this is all happening in PoK. You see the visuals. I'll play some visuals for you. There have been non-stop protests in PoK. These are not protests. This is a independence movement in PoK. Full frame, please, ladies and gentlemen. This is not unrest. The Pakistani media says this is unrest. This is not unrest. This is genuine disaffection. These are not a dozen people. These are thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people who have come out on the streets and said, we will not be treated worse than animals anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, something beautiful and absolutely exceptional is happening in PoK. And I'd like to remind you, remember what Rajnath Singh said on the 22nd of September. Hear this. Hear this.
आक्रमण करके हड़पने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, वो तो हमारा पड़ोसी है ही, वो हमारा है ही पीओके। और पीओके के लोग स्वयं ये कहेंगे कि मैं भी भारत हूं, और वह दिन आने वाला है।
You see, viewers, some things happen organically because they are driven by the belief of the people. Many viewers ask, why did we not stretch Operation Sindoor to a point where we could have taken away PoK? This was a great opportunity. Yes, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but regardless of that, be sure that PoK is coming our way, because the best way for PoK to come back and be part of the Bharat growth story is if the people of PoK rise up in revolt against the oppression of Pakistan. If you're watching this in PoK, this is your moment. Bharat aapke saath hai. PoK wants to be part of India. Ladies and gentlemen, how many more people in PoK will be killed and kidnapped for Pakistan to understand? Pakistan is a sellout country. Pakistan is a country whose Prime Minister goes like a cheap salesman, joined by his junior salesman. And both these salesmen go and take a briefcase like, some out-of-work salesman, and they open the briefcase before Donald Trump and say, Mr. Trump, we've come to you with riches. These are rare earth minerals. We want to sell our country to you. Look at the smile on the faces of these three Pakistani salesmen, and look at the greed in Donald Trump's face as he's looking at these rare earth minerals. Basically, Munir and Shehbaz Sharif have insulted the people of Pakistan, because nobody behaves like that. Nobody goes with a briefcase to the White House. These people actually went with a briefcase to sell their country's assets to Donald Trump, and they presented it to him like a vassal state, as if they had to pay rent to Donald Trump. And this is the situation where Pakistan as a country has no more confidence. This is the way. Today, listen to Amal Wali Khan, very senior Pakistani politician, and this is what he had to say about the salesman act of these two, Shehbaz Sharif and junior salesman Asif Munir. This is how people are talking in the Pakistani parliament.
किस हैसियत से हमारा चीफ ऑफ द आर्मी स्टाफ बाहर घूम रहे और ब्रीफकेस में रेयर अर्थ, व्हाट अ जोक। ये मजाक था। वो तस्वीर जिसने भी देखी, कौन सा चीफ ऑफ द आर्मी स्टाफ ब्रीफकेस में रेयर अर्थ मिनरल लेके जाएगा, और वो मुझे एक बेहतरीन ब्रांड स्टोर लग रहा था, जिसमें एक मैनेजर खड़ा बड़ा खुशी खुशी देख रहा था, एक दुकानदार बायर को कह रहे कि आ जाओ मेरे पास बड़ी अच्छी चीजें, ये खरीद लो। किस मुआहदे के तहत, किस कानून के तहत, किस आइन के तहत? ये तो डिक्टेटरशिप है। दिस इज, सॉरी टू से, नॉट डेमोक्रेसी। द मिनिस्टर ऑफ द लॉ अफेयर्स इज सिटिंग देयर। क्या पार्लियामान की कोई अहमियत है कि नहीं है?
This Pakistani senator is fooling himself by thinking it was democracy so far. This is a country led by salesmen like Asif Munir, like Shehbaz Sharif. There's nothing wrong in being a salesman, but you can't sell your country in the way they are doing. And while they are doing that, the people of PoK know what they are selling the most today. When they go there is Gilgit-Baltistan. They're selling PoK, they're selling Baluchistan, they're selling all these places, and they're going and telling the White House, come and plunder the people of Baluchistan, Gilgit-Baltistan and PoK. And do you think the people of Gilgit-Baltistan, PoK and Baluchistan are going to remain quiet and do nothing about it? And that is why they are on the streets today, ladies and gentlemen. Project PoK is not an Indian project. Yes, it is an Indian aspiration. We want to welcome them back to the Bharatiya mainstream. But they are coming back on their own. And therefore, before I run the news package tonight, I want you to just look at these amazing pictures of so many people. Full frame, please, for a moment. And let us send our support and our love and respect to the proud people of PoK, who at this very minute, are telling Pakistan that enough is enough. You cannot quell this anymore. You cannot give us 50% inflation anymore. You cannot deny us hospital beds anymore. You cannot deny us representation anymore. You, Pakistan, are a country at war with yourself. And your Prime Minister has made a mockery of himself. And the people of PoK, if they are watching this tonight, should know we are completely with them. Ladies and gentlemen, completely.